Why does it feel like every door slams shut the moment you finally muster the courage to walk through it? Why does it seem like every opportunity you pray for, every person you try to love, every path you choose to follow ends in rejection? Listen closely, because this isn't punishment. It's precision. When God allows rejection to repeat in your life, it's not because he's ignoring you. It's because he's redirecting you. You keep trying to settle in rooms God never called you to, and rejection becomes his mercy in disguise. What you see as closed doors are actually covered traps. What feels like failure is often his fiercest form of protection. You keep begging for approval, love, validation from people who don't even have capacity to carry your calling. So he lets you get rejected, not to break your spirit, but to build your discernment. Every no you've heard, every you're not good enough you've internalized, God heard it too. But he allowed it not because you're unworthy, but because you're chosen. And chosen people can't blend in. Rejection is what God uses to separate you from environments that would dilute your purpose. Some of the relationships you cried over ending would have destroyed the anointing on your life. Some of the jobs you lost would have drained the very identity God is trying to form in you. You see, rejection hurts so deeply because it attacks the parts of us that still crave human validation more than divine confirmation. And God, in his love, keeps pulling you away from anything that feeds your ego more than your spirit. It's why the people you wanted so badly to notice you act like you don't even exist. It's why your name is left out of rooms where you know you belong. Not because you're not good enough, but because your time is sacred and your presence is costly. And God refuses to let you invest your energy in places that won't honor your oil. He'll shut it down before you waste another year. You think you're being overlooked, but really, God is hiding you, protecting what he's still developing in private. Because some callings can't be exposed too early. Some purposes need time to root before they rise. So when you get rejected, stop asking, why me? And start asking, what is God preserving in me? Because there is always purpose in divine rejection. Ask Joseph, betrayed and sold by his own brothers, forgotten in prison, overlooked by man, yet chosen by God to save nations. That rejection was a setup for rulership. Ask David, left out of the lineup, mocked for his youth, hunted by Saul but still called king. God let man reject what heaven had already approved. You don't need him to choose you when God already did. You don't need their invitation when you carry his assignment. Rejection is never the end of your story. It's the start of a new chapter God is writing with cleaner hands and clearer vision. But you won't see it until you stop idolizing what walked away. Sometimes God will allow rejection just to expose what you were leaning on more than him. And when he strips it, it's not to shame you, it's to free you, to remind you that your worth was never in their acceptance. Your identity was never in their opinion, and your value doesn't shift based on their response. You are not called to fit in. You are called to be set apart. So yes, God will keep letting you get rejected until you learn to rejoice when it happens, until you stop questioning your worth every time someone else misses it, until you realize that rejection isn't a wall. It's a doorway, a narrow one maybe, but one that leads directly into purpose, into healing, into wholeness. So if you're tired of being rejected, maybe it's time to stop chasing what's behind you and start trusting the God who's ahead of you. Because what he's building in your rejection will one day become the very platform he uses to elevate your voice, your story, and your calling.